Hello and welcome to the Tale SMP. We are a group of Christian content creators playing together on a Hytale multiplayer server together so that you can enjoy watching all of our hijinks and adventures. I am Astral Tempest, and without further ado, let's jump right into my playthrough on the Tale SMP. Hello and greetings. Welcome back to the Tale SMP. Astral Tempest VT here. Hopefully you enjoyed that little intro that I put together. It was a lot of fun throwing that together. I also made the music for it. You can listen to the music on both YouTube and SoundCloud at the moment. And within the next few days, you should be able to listen to it on my Spotify channel as well. Yes, I do have music on Spotify. I do music production and stuff. It's a lot of fun. So if you like some of my music, I mostly do electronic instrumental stuff, so you can listen to that if you like that kind of thing. Anyway, let's get back to the game. We are doing... so I've done a little bit of off-screen mining and stuff. I've collected some materials and whatnot. I did a little bit of building, kind of testing the waters, so to speak, to see what we want to do here, because I kind of want to build some sort of almost like a defensive wall, and then it will kind of have an opening where that waterfall is. That's kind of the plan for now. So I just kind of threw this together as a bit of an experiment to see if I liked how it looked. So that's the progress we've done so far. I did a little bit of mining off screen as well, so I gathered materials we would need for the build. So I've got all these things here like I showed on the screen a moment ago. We will probably need a few more double chests of materials though, so I'm going to have to do some more off-screen mining later. But for the time being, let's go ahead and get down to building. So I need to decide if I want to do a gradient or something. Do I want to continue making these towers like this? I wonder. I kind of do, but we might experiment with some slight changes to them. So if we do like so... It's actually... I'm going to try doing this. Yeah, something like that. And then if we... Oh, I need one more layer of this here. Yeah, something like that, I think. So we do actually have a mod for this propeller pack here, or helipack I guess it is called. And it basically adds creative mode flight, which... I don't know how I feel about it, because I'm so used to Minecraft and also non-modded game, but I guess it would make building a little easier. I won't have to use scaffolding. Like, it's kind of cool. It's very interesting. I have mixed feelings about it, though. It feels a little too cheaty, you know? So I don't know. I might not use it, just because it feels so cheaty. But it's so convenient, too, at the same time. It's like, how can I resist using it? Such a difficult decision. Alright, let's get a bunch of stairs. We're going to need a bunch of these. Alright, for the moment, I'm going to use this to kind of go up here. It's very slow flight. So it's great for, like, making the intro that I did earlier. But for building, I don't know, like I said, it does feel very cheaty. Oh, you know what? Do I want it to look like that? Or do I want to do more like... let's see here. If I do like this... Do I like that better? Those puffs of smoke are actually kind of in the way, too. Wonder if I can turn those off. Yeah, I think I like doing it that way better. So we'll do like that. And like that. Alright, we'll do that on all sides. Oh yes, you might have noticed I have adamantite tools now as well. We did a little bit of material farming over in Lava Land. I'll actually show where that is real quick. My Lava Land warp is a little inconvenient, though. I thought it would be funny to do this. So we've got our little setup here. Might see we are underwater. Yes, our setup is underwater. Oh, there's a bunch of adamantite over there I gotta grab. So we did explore the lava zone a little bit just to get some adamantite and stuff, which we needed. We needed it a lot. The adamantite pickaxe is a life-changing thing. It destroys the blocks in one hit, as you have seen. Oh, what happened here? Okay, there we go. Perfect, perfect. Let's teleport back to base. And as you can see, there are a lot more teleporters since the last time I showed the teleporter thing on screen. So let's get back to doing this. We're on my bricks. There we are. Yeah, I don't really like having the helipad. It feels weird. Feels cheaty. So I think we'll just go with doing the normal thing of having armor. Yeah, much better. Good. Yeah, like we already have the mantling. We don't really need the helipack. The mantling is already a huge quality of life change for building. So the helipack just feels like unnecessary. Do I want to add another bit of stuff here? Perhaps. Yeah, something like that. Perhaps. All right, I think that's looking all right, because this is going to be a very tall wall. It's going to be... I'm not sure exactly how high, but it needs to be... So this is going to be like an entire... Not exactly a bridge, but this is going to be the bottom layer of flooring right here, I believe. And then we'll have like a drawbridge going across the water here. Going across the water. And then I think I'd like to have a couple statues standing above here, kind of like the Madara and Hashirama statues in Naruto. Something like that, except it won't be them, it'll be something else. I've also thought about building like a giant insect or something attacking the walls. I think that would be really cool, and then have like a giant ballista facing off the on the top of the wall, facing off the insect on the top of the wall. I thought that would be really cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to follow through on that, though. We will see. That might be a little too difficult for me because I've never done like organic builds of like creatures and stuff. But I do want to do the statues over there. So we're at least going to build this across. It's going to be like almost like a castle defensive wall. And then I'd like to build some sort of like floating islands over here with village things in it, if that makes sense. So that's kind of the idea for the entirety of the base. So there's going to be like a whole civilization hiding in this oasis on floating islands is the plan. And over there is going to be... Yeah, I do want to build like a giant insect or something attacking the walls. That'd be super cool. But that's like that's a pipe dream, sort of, since I'm not very good at that kind of thing. More of a structure type of person. Anyway... let's continue with building, at the very least, for now. I'm going to need a lot of stairs, actually. So we're going to need stairs all through here. I need to decide what to put in these holes as well. Some of them are just going to be actual holes like this, I think, on some of the smaller walls, but I do want to add... You know what, we need to sleep so I can actually see... so you can actually see what I'm talking about here. Is there anyone else online at the moment? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Cool, cool. Oh, I did some changes inside the base here, too, while I was doing some farming and stuff. So I was like, oh, why don't I just throw something together? And I don't know why I didn't record actually putting it together, but we've got this little room, decorative room here with our alchemist workbench on it. Then we've also got a little patio overlooking the oasis. So we'll be able to see all the floating village people, well, buildings. We can't really put people out there. Might be able to get some NPCs out there. We'll see. Oh my, I actually have a lot of junk in here I need to smelt. Yeah, so we got a bunch of junk back here. A bunch of materials that I don't need at the moment since we're mostly doing the sandstone blocks. Oh yeah, I was going to sleep. I got distracted by showing y'all the changes to the place. Not much. We've changed a little bit. It's nothing amazing, but there are changes. And I think it looks all right. Especially this part here. I had fun putting this together. These wind willow logs look incredible. I love how they look. They are so cool. I just wish there were actual blocks we could craft from them. Maybe eventually. Maybe eventually. Oh yes, and we made some changes to the exterior here. Just some basic things to spruce it up a little bit. And we've got some plants growing. Also got some plants growing underground because I didn't want to turn this entire front area into a farmland. It didn't seem very... It didn't seem like it would fit very well in this location. You know what? Do I want to use some of these in the walls? I think I will eventually. I think we'll take out some pieces of the walls at some point and replace them with more like cobble or some other types of stone like the smooth and whatnot. At the very least, ooh. You know what? What if we... Yeah, give me... I want to see what this looks like. Let's try this. So if I throw this in here... Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's get some more of those. This is not going to be visible from the inside. At least for the most part. Like, we're going to leave this area on the bottom open, so we can come down here if we need to. For the most part, we're going to be walking up on that layer. So, we don't have to care too much about how this looks down here, except for how it looks on the outside. Let's see how that looks from out here. That's a big drop. Let's not go there. Let's go to this other side here. Yeah, I kind of like how that looks. That looks all right. However, this needs some changes. Let's do maybe like this. Look good. Yeah, that looks a little better. I like that. All right, let's do that on this other side as well. Oh, you know what? I just had an idea. I want to try something real quick. Are there walls? There are. Those ones, I don't know. Yeah, those aren't going to work either. Is there... Maybe the dry logs will give us a wall type thing that would work well. So I'd like to have a little extra depth to the walls. I got a builder's bench right here. I can check. The fencing. It's also the windows. I'll just grab a little bit and see what it looks like. You know what? I like that, but we are going to use that up above. At least for here, we aren't going to stick with the decorative quartzite. There it is. Yeah, down here, we'll do that. Can I do something like that? You know what? We have vertical slabs. We can do that. Yeah. I kind of like that. Those stairs there. Let's put them there for now. Ah, Tempest Nomad has joined. Very cool. That is actually Drippy Mango. Because since he is using his wife's account. Hello. Does the other side have... It has 3 wide, doesn't it? Okay. Do I need to add more stairs on this side then? Yeah. Alright, cool. Good. This will add a little bit of depth here. Oh! Almost fell. Alright, that one's fine, I think, but let's... Yeah, that'll do. Alright. Yeah, that'll work. So let's do the same thing over here. Make sure all of these look good. I love how, like, the sand and the grass kind of spills over onto the next block. There are so many creative things we can do with that. And I'm looking forward to doing some of that at later points. We definitely want to have some, like, gardens and stuff in this place. Because we want some greenery and plant life, so it's not feeling completely dead. We want it to feel lived in. Ah, yes, we needed stairs on these parts here. Good. So we are going to use these lightwood beams now. I'm going to do like so. Actually, let's put this one lower, perhaps? I'm going to test this here. Do I like how that looks? That's the question. No. We're going to do this from above. So, we'll take all this down here. So it's kind of interesting working with the slabs here like this, because we got to put down like a tracer block to use. So we'll have to do that like this. So now we've gotten this tracer block here. We can just put these on the underside. We could do this with actual blocks too. It's just easier it's easier on my eyes to plan it out with a beam. That makes it more visually distinct, I guess. It's kind of hard to describe, but it just feels easier to trace the beam than to go use a block on the top. Okay, something like that. Perfect. So we're going to do this layer with the bricks, and apparently we can't jump back onto here now. When in doubt, use the daggers. So we'll get rid of all this. So that is out of the way now. I'm going to do one layer here. So we're just going to bring these out one block. And essentially do like so. Yeah. Except I'm going to put one on each of these stairs here so we know what we're doing. I'm probably going to leave these up here while I'm working on this in case I want to go all the way across with some of the blocks. We'll decide that later though. And like I said before, we are going to switch out some of these brick blocks with maybe some cobble and whatnot to give it more texture. We might even put some redstone bricks in there on the bottom. That would be cool. Have a little bit of a gradient. Not exactly a gradient, but make it look a little more water weathered on the bottom or something. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Perfect. So let's go to the underside here. We'll put each of these here. So the reason for using slabs here is that we can save on materials, because these slabs basically doubles the number of blocks we have for this kind of thing. That's why we're doing this. It takes forever to gather materials without enchantments and stuff in this game. So until we have enchantments and similar things of the like, we will be doing our best to conserve materials here and there where we can. All right, where are my... There they are. Fantastic. Now we got to do the same thing on the other side here. So we've got that part done. So now I got to figure out how to diagonally bring this across. Is the drawbridge is going to be ever so slightly diagonal, so I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. Like, I know how I need to do it, I just need to figure out the best way to make it look as nice as possible with the limited options we have. Alright, so at least on this part here, we'll probably bring this across like so. Okay. One, two, three. Oh. Okay. I think that'll do for the diagonal of the bricks. Let's actually delete one of those. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and throw these on there and see what it looks like. Okay. That looks all right. So let's go ahead and... Where's my decorative stuff? There it is. All right, let's increase the height on these now. See if we can conserve some materials here. I should have been a little more mindful of that earlier. Okay, so it should be that, and then too high for the stairs, and then this layer all the way around. Oh, I forgot to do the decorative ones over there. Oops. Okay. Decorative. Stairs. All right. I believe that is the same as the ones over there now. Okay, good. So now we'll just copy that over to here as well. Okay. Oh, we forgot to add stairs. There we go. Okay, very good. Our 4 towers are looking all right for the time being. These are going to be very tall because they're kind of like structural support towers is kind of what they're supposed to be. They're not like watchtower type of towers. They're just support columns, essentially. I will... Actually, maybe I could put a watchtower at the top of these ones. I'll consider it. However, this, at least, is just mostly a bridge. I'm thinking I might want to add wood here. I want to see what the dry logs look like as planks. We might end up using those. I don't know if that's exactly the color I want. I want it to be slightly lighter. Let's see here. Let me check what other kinds of wood are in here. Yeah, I think I like that one more. Oh, you know what? Maybe we should use blocks so that we can add some of the decorative ones in between. Oh, you know what? The drywood planks have that nice little... What if we do like so? Yeah, I think we'll do this pattern right here. I think that'll work. Whoa, that is weird. That is trippy. It doesn't feel centered. Okay. Alright, how does that look? Ooh, interesting. Do I need to make any adjustments to it? Maybe I could do this. It's ever so slightly off. I'm not sure the best way to fix it here. Alright, let's fill this in with light wood first. Then I'll decide how I want to proceed. Alright. Collect all this junk down here. I don't want to be wasting these materials when we have a limited amount at the moment. Alright. Very good. Alright, I kind of like how this looks here. We're going to add a bit of a stairwell on each of these sides here. Probably like right there. And then we'll have a little door going into the underside there. I need to decide what kind of door we would like to use though. Maybe... Sandswept door is good. I like sandswept door. Let's do that. And we can throw that down right there. Perfect. That will lead us into the underside here. This will kind of be like our basement, and a little bit of view there, and very nice. Okay. So how do I want to do this? I think... I'll just do this. Alright, how does that look from out here? Then we can do these. Okay. Then we'll do some posts here so that we can put a couple slabs on the underside, like so. And we'll do the same thing over here. Like so. Alright. How does that look? I think that looks pretty good. Very good. So let's clean up this ground here. We'll have some stone bricks at least around the stairs here. Something like that, maybe? Yeah, that looks good. And then if we take that out. Alright. Good, good. Then what if we do this? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. I like that. Perfect. So now we need some lighting. Let's actually extend this over here as well. We're going to leave the dirt around the edges because I like how that looks. Kind of looks a little messy, which is nice. Makes it look used. Like people are actually using the place. Yes. We did... So one over from the stairs. Okay, so we did this right. Good. Awesome. So can we make some braziers? that would fit in this area, or some sort of light source that fits in this area. Let's see. Furniture workbench, that's what we need. What kind of lights can we use? I would love to use these, but we do not have cloth. What about this? Quartzite. We can do that. Oh, quartzite is in my inventory. Very good. We'll craft all of them. Oh, and the light is green. That's perfect. That fits with my color scheme perfectly. I mean, my color scheme as Astral Tempest. Perhaps not the building area itself. Alright. We cannot put them on beams, so... We put them on... perhaps... do I want to use these? Maybe? So we'll throw these down right here. That's a little too far apart. Let's put those a little closer. Let's put them like right here. Yeah, that looks a little better. Let's actually make a couple more of those pillar stands here. I'm going to put one on the other side here and one on the other side there. Like so. Yeah. I kind of like how that looks. Very good. Alright, let's build some walls to put up here. More like a gate. So, do we want to use these? We will see. Perhaps. I think those work better as windows, actually. Okay, good. How does that look? Yeah, we're making some progress here. Maybe do something like that. Oh no, let's move this over one. So we'll put this like right here, and then right there. You know what? I don't know about that. Let's leave that open for now, and then we'll decide if we want to put something there later. So these are going to be built up. It's going to be somewhat partially open. Oh, you know what? Should I add more torches in the center of these? I think I will do that, actually. Just like so. Oh, yeah, that looks nice. Now you can actually see the wall at night. It's fantastic. Just like so. Yeah, now you can actually see it. Huzzah. Alright, it's coming along. It is definitely coming along here. Let's actually light up this area a little bit more, so we can actually see down here. We'll change the light sources down here at some point, perhaps. But we're not going to be down there very much. We're mostly going to be up here. I'm not sure if I want... You know what? Maybe I do want all of our stuff underneath. No, I should put some stuff up here, like workbenches and whatnot. That'd be ideal. We'll just kind of make it look cool up here. Yeah, and then the drawbridge is going to go across here. To the other side here. It feels a little less wide over here than we were working with before. So how do I want to do this? I know that we definitely need, let's see, decorative block. Okay, so we do this. Oh, let's move this over one. We don't want to be that right up against the water. That won't look quite right if we do that. So we should move it at least there, I think. Yeah. Do I not have any more stairs? Okay, good to know. We are really running out of materials here. I might have to do some more material gathering. I do not have nearly enough for what I intended to do here. I severely underestimated how much we would need just for this part of the bridge. Because I at least want to get all the way across there. So I should have enough for at least the pillars. And Farmer's Workbench Tier 5 has been obtained. Huzzah. Let's go ahead and make a bunch of tomatoes. And we're going to turn in all of these eggplants. Let's do that. Let's do the pumpkins too, actually. Yeah. Let's do these. There we go. Because we need a bunch of tomatoes. And a bunch of chili peppers. Huzzah. Music down here is always super creepy since there's that little spawn point for the bug over there. It's kind of a bug lair, I guess. Kind of wish I had considered that when I decided to start farming down here. What happened to the slabs here? What in the world? Yeah, I had some slabs up here so that I wouldn't accidentally walk on top of the planters when trying to grab stuff, but I guess they turned into ghost blocks or something for some reason. Very strange. I've noticed that happening with the slabs quite often, and it is a little bit annoying to deal with. I don't know if that's a bug, or, well, I assume it's a bug. Oh, I forgot someone else is on the server right now. Oh well. Yeah, that seems about right. It's going to be slightly off, but that's fine. That's fine. The drawbridge, we're going to need like a dark brown wood. I assume there's some sort of dark, not dark oak, but maybe the oak has like a darker color to it that we could use. Let's see, how did we do that? We did slabs on this row here and that row there, I believe. That is actually quite skinny. Maybe I should extend the... do a little bit of terraforming and make that a little wider. I might have to do that. Alright, that's going to require some materials, though. That might take a little bit. I'll probably do that off camera. I think I'd like to build that other side, too, before we continue building height-wise with this one. So I do want to keep it somewhat uniform. Yeah, I do like how this part turned out. This is looking nice so far. And then we've got that little observatory, or not observatory, it's kind of like a chill seating platform, yeah. We can kind of see our base, probably better from this chair here. Yeah, we can see the base a little bit better now. Perfect. Yes. Things are looking good so far. We are going to have to build a bit of a platform for this teleporter. So, if we go to one of our friends' places, for example, Neil's Winter Cottage, he has a teleportation platform that looks very nice. It's very clean, very sleek. I'd like to do something similar. Someone else had one like this as well. I don't remember who. Prince Oceanus? Yes, he had one as well. So he did this cool thing here. Made a whole temple for his teleporter and whatnot. So we are going to do something similar. Not exactly the same or anything by any means. Let's go ahead and build a little thing around our teleporter then. Make it look not exactly like a temple. Ooh. I didn't realize that would break if I broke the thing beneath it. Ah. Didn't realize someone new had joined the server. Very cool. Late night noob. Very cool person. So the teleporter is going to be right here. Okay, good, good. We'll do some smooth quartzite. Oh, we have some regular quartzite. We can use some of that as well. Something like that, perhaps. And then we'll do some more bricks down here. We'll just kind of do the same thing. Oops, did not mean to place that one there. Like so, and like so. Huzzah. Then we'll get this regular quartzite back here. Do some smooth quartzite in the corners. Then we'll do... Oh. There we go. Do some decorative ones there. And then... perhaps like that. Let's do smooth along here as well. Yeah. Kind of like so. Yeah, I like how that looks. I think I might leave that grass there to kind of like peek over the edges of the blocks. Oh, hold up. I had... Did I have one of those giant earth doors? Not, I can probably craft one. Oh, we can craft all of these? Haha. I forgot we added that mod. Huzzah. Primordial Scarrick door. Ooh. Oh, ooh. I really like that. That looks really nice. Yeah, I'm a big fan of decorative mods like this that let us craft very cool things. So since I cannot do this in a personal world without mods, I think we're going to make that. Yes. That looks so cool. So if we place it down there, how does this work? Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. I love it. I love it a lot. I don't really want to get rid of that plant, so we're going to do our best not to break it. Cool. So you may wonder, Astral, why are you not putting that layer down in the middle? Good question. We're going to find something else to do in that middle layer here. In fact, let me see how that looks. Yeah, actually that looks really good. I like that a lot. I think we're gonna leave that as is, just like so. Huzzah. Let's get these. We're gonna throw these down here. Good. Kinda... It's gonna be a very tall roof. Kinda like so. Perfect. Okay, then if I do the same thing here... Let's see. 2 up, another 2, and 1. Perfect. Now, how do I want to do this is the question. I was considering doing this. Kind of like that. And then if I did like so. Some stairs kind of around here. Just like that. Yeah, something like that. I don't think I'll use the quartzite roofing. It doesn't have enough of a contrast for what I want. However, we could use that roofing or... I think we'll go with this one. I think we'll leave that open for just a moment while we figure this out. Ooh. Alright, so on the back side here, we can do what we did on the other side, like so. There we go. Yeah, I kind of like having that on the top there. Gonna make me do that? Yeah, that seems... Okay, so that can go there. Can go there. I am out of the double one. So unfortunately, I'll have to gather more logs. Or I could mix together 2 roof styles, but I don't know how I feel. Yeah, I don't really like the idea of doing that. That doesn't look bad. I might have to switch out those cobble things, though. Yeah, I might have to switch that out for, like, wood of some sort. Or even bricks. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. Let me make a couple more of those. Yeah, that's better. Okay, it's coming together. We just need more dry logs for the rest of the roof, but otherwise it's looking pretty good. Just a little teleportation area. Just something for people to arrive at. Doesn't have to be anything special. Yeah, like it's not bad. I need to finish the roof before I give a final judgment on that. Yeah, it doesn't look bad from far away. Once we finish the roof, I think it'll look fine. Yeah, I really like how that looks. That looks nice. So we did get some more dry logs, so we'll go ahead and get those going here. Ah, we can get sandstorms in this area. Fascinating. Absolutely lovely. It's so beautiful. Not really. Okay, that's looking a lot better now that the roof is kind of finished. I kind of want to put a block under those. Or we can do that. That kind of works. So that just needs a block underneath it. Ah, we still have these to do. I see, I see. Alright, and then I just need some blocks underneath some of those roofs in there. I think that works a little bit better. Yeah, it looks a little funky, but it does work. Alright, I kind of like how that looks. Very nice. Let's grab some of these torches. I wonder if we can hang these from the top. No, I didn't. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so we need to go grab a different light source of some sort. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I do not have a furniture bench up here. We'll have to grab the one in here. Do I have cyan petals? Not have cyan petals. Alright, I guess we're going petal farming real quick. Do these give cyan? They give purple. Okay. How about you? Cyan hibiscus should give cyan petals. Huzzah. Ah, there seems to be some right there. Huzzah. Yes. Alright, that should be enough for what we need, hopefully. Ideally. So we have what we need to make the sand-swept lantern. Huzzah. Perfect. Okay. What did I... Okay. I seem to have made a mistake. Ah! That's not what I wanted to do. I did not mean to break both of those. I just meant to break that. There we go. We'll put the beams back, and then we will put the lanterns on there. There we go. Much better. Let me grab... I have more cobble stairs in here. I'm gonna have to craft some, huh? Let's fill this in just a little bit. Okay. I kind of like it. Yeah. I kind of like the mixture of the sandstone with the wood. It looks cool. From out here, it just looks very sleek. Except for those little mistakes there, but that's fine. I tried to make it an interesting and unique shape. And that's kind of the best we can do with the roof with that shape. Unfortunately, we'd have to extend the roof a little bit, I think, to make it work a little better. But I think this works well. We've got this really cool scarab door. Man, that is so cool. Such a cool door. I like it a lot. It has a nice contrast. It really stands out from the rest of the building. Yeah, so we've got our little teleportation hut. Fantastic. And it goes straight to our base. So people will enter They will leave the base. They will see our little platform here for intros and outros. And then they will see the glorious defense bridge. Yes. Huzzah. We made quite a bit of progress today. Yeah. So, we have made plenty of progress today, as you can see. Our bridge behind us, and then if we look in front of us, we have our new teleportation building. Huzzah! And now... so yeah, we've made plenty of progress today. We've gotten a lot of work done on our base so far. I think it's turning out quite good. Kind of what I was imagining when I was imagining building kind of like a defensive outpost bridge atop here. A wall defending the floating island city beyond, floating above this beautiful oasis. I think that is kind of the theme we are going to go with. And it will be like a nomad city floating in the skies, and then we explore and hang out with people here and there like we have done in past episodes with Elias Malachi and hanging out with MC Wolfcat on one of our streams and things like that. I'd like to do more stuff like that. But for now, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed me putting together some of this stuff. I know it was more of a chill episode with just building and whatnot, but I really enjoy building cool things. And I hope you enjoy watching me build somewhat cool things. So, I'm no professional builder by any means, but I do my best and I have fun with it. So I hope you enjoy watching me throw this together. And hopefully, if you did like the video, go ahead and leave a like. And subscribe if you would like to keep up with future episodes and to watch the progress of everything we're putting together. And also, as the server includes the new updates of the game as it releases. Hope you enjoy watching us fools on the server. Well, we're not really fools. We're just a bunch of weirdos and nerds. Yes, watch us be dorks together as we explore the new updates in the future together. And with that, I bid you adieu. Until then, farewell.